Transcendental Mutilation by Ryan Harding. Narrated by Jesse Holt. Prelude to Repulsion. My first collection, the delicately named Genital Grinder, came out in April 2012. I wrote all those stories between 1998 and 2003, with a little revision and expansion in the months preceding publication. Taking inspiration from Bret Easton Ellis's The Informers, I linked the stories with recurring characters or allusions to characters or events. I've continued this with Transcendental Mutilation, which also occasionally recalls Genital Grinder, as well as certain phenomenon in the towns of Morgan and Sandalwood from Reincarnage and Reincursion, my slasher homages with Jason Taverner. TM is still very much standalone though. I'll see you in the postscript with some notes about all of these stories. Speaking of being there at the end, Chase is waiting in a couple of pages. Ryan Harding, July 2021. The Corpse Fucker Blues. Off the grid no longer exists. Not in this world, where we are seen, recorded, and mutated by everything. Even if it did, I am sure it would still come with that deep, unnameable loss and corresponding lack of fulfillment assured by our lives on the grid, because we are all connected, if only by the profoundest sense of disconnection. And what is a grid, if not a web? Transitory Bodies, Dr. Braden Obrist. 1. Chase ran his fingers through the first woman's hair, dry and tangled like tumbleweed. He clawed through the knots, yanking out a small tuft in the process. She offered no encouragement or complaint. He held the clump of hair away from their nude bodies and let it float to the ground. It didn't have far to go with him draped upon her prone form on the hard earth. Despite the bed of grass, the ground rubbed his knees and elbows raw. It's why he'd never consider camping out in the woods. But for this, Chase was only too happy to make an exception. The harsh and uncomfortable environment scarcely mattered with her body so soft and inviting beneath him, slicker and wetter than their last time together, always wetter each time, as if augmented by his own rising desire. By herself, she would have satisfied him completely, but, of course, one didn't have to suffice tonight. When he raised his head, he found the other woman's toes right in front of his face, poised in midair. They belonged to a thicker woman with wider feet than most of the ones he saw around the office at work. He thought they were magnificent. He smiled up at her, though the shadows of the tree obscured her features. The toes drifted slightly back and forth, teasing him. He could see them in a hint of moonlight.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?